What's up, Digidestins? This is Kyle D, better known as RideMyAvatar, and today we have the official release of BT-21, so I'm excited to talk about this. So without further ado, let's dive in the video and talk about it. So we have Imperial Digimon Paladin Mode Ace is sitting at $7.47. This is for the winter card. So this gives you an alt that's going to be really cool once we get all of the megas in a row. So it'll be really nice to have. I really do like that we got an upgrade to the super rares, and if they keep doing this kind of thing, I think long-term wise this will make sure that players can get accessible pieces that are out of their price range. And I think just having just like a common version and a foiled alt is really a smart way of handling things. It kind of does what Union Arena does, which again, very smart play. So looking at Europe side, 6 to 10 euros, 88 cents. If you guys really needed a Imperial Digimon Paladin Mode Ace, this is probably your best budget option. So snag them up for under $1. You guys been waiting for something cheap. This is your best time to get it. Europe side looking like €1 to €2 range. Not terrible. God. Now, if you take a look at what even the alt is at, you know, $43 to $59. Yes, this would be classified max rarity, but at least you have an option for a budget-friendly alt. You know, 42s to 50 euros is nothing to scoff at. So just having a, what did I say, under 10 bucks for a foiled, you know, and then $1 version really makes it so, put it in perspective that you can actually play this game for budget friendlies. Takados, you know, this for the hero deck and even just in Gallantmon itself, a splashed one of, is not terrible. 74 cents to 79 cents is nothing to scoff at. Europe side, €1 to €2. You guys still have it a lot more expensive than us, but I would expect us to pretty much pay cheaper than you guys at the moment. Tigeru, just under $1. So again, like a lot of people started opening up this set just because they wanted to get this, but right away, because of all these tamers, they're all going to be very dirt cheap. And this is kind of the time is now kind of situation where you pick up the ones you need, because under $1 is not any breaking the bank, especially because a lot of these are just straight up upgrades towards those old decks. You know, €2 to €3. Now Gallantmon, this card is probably going to be the most expensive promo for the set, just because it plays extremely well in Gallant, it plays extremely well in Royal Knights, it plays extremely well in Digimon. So there's all just three really powerful decks for this card. Europe side looking like 12 to 17 euros. Gaiamon World Convergence BT-21, $17, dipping down. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing touches 12s to even 10s. Just wait it out. There's no reason to be jumping on this one. Europe side, 19 to 20 euros. Examon X Antibodies at 74 cents. Again, what gatekeeps this deck is that there is a secret rare that kind of just pushes the deck a little bit into an unexpected value, where it's just very, very much costing almost $60 just for 2 cards. And that really hurts a lot of players' game strats and stuff like that. So just something to think about. 1 to 2 euros. Now you have Gaiamon. This card definitely will see some competitive play down the road. I don't see it right now, but probably good to pick them up at the $5 mark now. Europe side looking like 4 to 5 euros. Davis is at $1.73. Armors has a lot going for it, and a lot of players will be suspend this tamer, trash the top stack of one of your armor traded Digimon, draw a card, gain a memory. So this will probably see play even in the Evil Hunters deck, just because being able to get to Quartzmon is what you kind of want to do with that. So any armor form future deck, Davis is probably going to be splashed in. Europe side looking like €1 to €2. Puppetmon Ace under $1. Again, if you guys want to be building the Wind Spirit deck, this is an option for you, right? Europe side looking like 30 cents to 50 cents. Now Globemon's under $1. I mean, yes, there are shipping involved, but if you can snag them like this one for 80 cents a piece with, you know, $1.31, and most likely you're going to be spending money across the board anyway, right? €2, the crazy Galacticmon. Let's see where you are at, because there's no way you're $1.50, right? Under $1 as well. Plenty of stock on it too. So I think Galacticmon is one of those higher competitive decks that you're going to want to have. Europe side looking like €2 to €3. Takuya, World Conveyance, BT-21s under $1. Just not a bad price as well. I think, again, over the weekend we had them at threes, then they dipped even further. I think the current rate wise, these Tamers are pretty much in a completely upgradable budget option, and you should probably pick these up. Europe side, €1 to €2. Darktramon Ace is at $1.50 going down. Again, perfectly great for Excel and just D-Brigade in general. 20 cents to 50 cents. War Greymon illustration pack. Let's see where this one is at. I expect this to be like 8s. Oh no, 10s. Holding strong in 10. Wow. Maybe we'll see this dip a little bit, but long-term wise, if you make sure you get your copies, pick up at least 4, just in case whatever build the adventure deck kind of fuels into, you're going to want to have it. Europe side, €6 to €7. Hero is way under $1. There's no way this thing isn't like 50 cents. Oh, it's 94 cents holding strong. Again, Hero for this basically made Gamamon a little more competitive, which is really solid, which we want to see. Now, Europe side looking like 82 cents to €1. Now, we do have Emperor Greymon at $4.11 going down. I expect this to dip down more and more. I made sure I got my full play set sooner than later, just in case. Europe side, €2 to going up to €3. Plenty of stock in the €2 department. Now, we're looking at Dorugamon is at under $3. I mean, more like $3.50 to 4s. Not bad. This card is definitely a 1 to maybe 2 of in the corresponding SOC Kosuke version, the black base. So just something to think about long-term wise. Europe side looking like €2 to €3. Gallimon limited pack. You guys have been begging for cheaper alternatives. If you take a look for the limited pack Gallimon, it's basically at budget friendly options. We're at $9 a pop. Now if we take a look at its counterpart, seriously, you know what, we're gonna circumvent stupid, please. Boop. Oh look, we circumvented that. Now if you look at its counterpart, if you wanted an alt, you were looking like $73, but originally this thing was sitting at 24. The new one dropped this card so fast. Hopefully you guys decided to move your copies, because that was the time, was basically last week. And now look at it, it's starting to dip down pretty quickly, just because there is a more accessible reprint that is a lot cheaper and is an alt. So something to think about there. Europe side looking like, you know, €10 to not, basically €10. So they're kind of on the same boat as us. We got Ghoulmon Ace at 9 cents. Wow. Europe side 2 cents, 10 cents. This is something you probably just hold on to long term, just in case there's something this pops off with it. Vikemon is at 69 cents. Nice. You know, card has some potential. I don't know if long-term wise will actually see play. Europe side looking like 10 cents, 20 cents. Razelmon. I'm gonna be straight honest with you. Or Razelmon. This thing probably is stupid broken in Dominion. We'll have to see long-term wise if it'll actually see play. Europe side looking like 10 cents, 17 cents. Davis alts are at $30, bumping up. Just armor's looking very popular this set, and there's going to be a lot of potential for it. 18s to €19. Zenith alts are at 14s going down. Just wait this out a little bit more. Don't wait too long though. If this starts topping a lot of events, this thing will climb fast. Your side 14s as well. Medusamon alts at 23s. The waifu on her is just holding strong. Europe side looking like 22 to 24 euros. Angewomon aces. If you guys been waiting for an alt, this is your time right now. I think even just the side effect of that should have brought Angewomon down a little bit. Angewomon ace. So let's take a look at it. There should be a side effect of that. Brought the alt down by, you know, 10 bucks, and then brought this down by 4. So that's not terrible. It does have some good side effect to have a good reprint. Excuse me. I said Angewomon. Angewomon ace. So taking a look here, Angewomon ace. Let's see where it's at. You know, 7 euros, not terrible. Owen Dreadnoughts are at 21s to 22s. Definitely just move this now if you really don't plan on playing Medusamon at a full competitive level. 15s to 16s. Patamons are under $2 to $3. This is just basically playing off the original art. Europe side, 3 euros as well. Here, Haru is at $14.57. This is a card you don't wait on, really. Europe side looking like 18s to 19s. Gachamon is at $16 going down. I expect this to keep going down just a little bit until someone solves the deck. Europe side 15 to 17. Analog use at, you know, $16 a pop. If you guys been waiting for an alt, this is probably your cheapest bet. It's the closest to the original alt regular price, so paying a little extra is not terrible. 9s to 10 euros. Globemon alts are at $20.50. Europe side looking like 15 to 16 euros. Taiki alts are at $12.85. 12 euros to 13 euros. Then we have Elizamon alts are at $19. You can snag this low end and then it'll bump up to 24s pretty quickly. Europe side 12s to 13 euros. Heroes alts are at, you know, $16 going down. I expect this to dip down a little bit. 12s to 13 euros. Then we have Venmon. His alts are at $16 going down. Europe side looking like 10 to 13 euros. Tigeru alts are at $20 going down, which is not terrible. Europe side looking like 11 to 14 euros. Thai alts are sitting at $40, but I expect this to dip down a little bit more and more. But again, this is probably going to be one of the more expensive alts you're going to see in the set. 35 to 38 euros. Taiki, Takuya alts are at $16. Great time to pick that up. Europe side 18 to 20 euros. Examon alts, antibody alts are at 11s to 12s. 11s to 12. Then we do have Digimon getting bought out. There's no reason for this other than just because of Megidramon, the deck. A lot of players are hyping the deck up, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone kind of breaks it. The winners are gone as well, so just expect to be paying premium dollars for this. This happened exactly like the Pyramidi deck. So this is just going to be the side effect there. You know, got 2 to 4 euros, but again, it will alleviate. So if you guys have no intentions on keeping this card, definitely flip it now, make your max money, and then just repick them up as time goes on. Because I feel like you shouldn't waste money on options if you're not going. If you're going to just let it sit in a binder, because it's going to come down, because the more and more copies come out, the less and less you're going to see struggling on high prices. You know, 5 to 6 euros is nothing to scoff at. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.